Well, Punjab government has restored the security of over 400 VVIPs. The security of these VVIPs had been pruned some time back, and after which Sidhu Moosewala, one of those on the list, prominent Punjabi singer, he was targeted, he was killed 9 days back. And now Punjab government finally restoring the security of these 424 protectees. Though during the course of hearing in this particular case, the Punjab government had informed the High Court that the withdrawal was temporary in nature and the security would be restored. But today, those security personnel have been provided back to these VIPs after so much of furore was created by the opposition party. And also, we'll be discussing the latest on the investigations into the Sidhu Moosewala killing. All this, we're joined by Jupinderjeet Singh, who's been tracking this case. Jupinder, first tell us something about this 424 procedural, basically, because government had in fact informed the High Court that they are restoring the security. But now the personnel are back where they were earlier.
Yes, police officials have disclosed to us that they will be joining back their duty by today evening.
Right.
And officials also insist that the security withdrawal or pruning was temporary in nature. However, this is being seen as a big embarrassment for the government, because in one go, they had pruned the security or withdrew it from some persons, and then the AAP spokesperson went to the town saying that the AAP has ended the VIP culture, and the list was also publicized. So that had got a lot of backlash for the government, and unfortunate incident of Moosewala's killing also.
Right.
So there was a lot of egg on the government's face, and I think they are trying to restore something. This temporary nature is written in such orders earlier also, but it's not always that the security is restored.
Right. And also with regards when the unfortunate killing of Sidhu Moosewala happened, the government had said that it will also inquire into the allegations of lapses, that the threat perception wasn't evaluated before this decision of pruning the security was taken. Have we heard anything about that inquiry? Has anyone tried to inquire whether first pruning of the security was done with proper diligence, whether there was sort of some kind of a survey before they decided to remove the security? Has that inquiry started, or it was just a claim?
As of today, it seems that it was just a claim.
Right.
Because if it was case by case pruning,
right,
then the government will not do this kind of blanket security. However, they claim that some inquiry is on. Inquiry more is on at how the list was disclosed,
right,
was revealed to the press and publicized in this way. Was it authorized or not? Who leaked this one to the AAP spokesperson? Was it the government decision or what?
Right.
I don't think they have a committee, everything as per the paper. But as I said earlier, they will not do the blanket withdrawal of security and will not restore.
Right.
After all, if you are studying all cases and there is a committee, so it will take a lot of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Jabadiri, let's discuss something about the investigation into the killing of Sidhu Moosewala. The government today says that in all 8 people have been arrested. First, take us through who these 8 people are and what was their exact role in the execution of this plan.
Well, actually, this is a kind of a summing up of
right,
all these days investigations by the Punjab police, and because there was some arrest made by Haryana, some in other parts,
right,
and some by Punjab in some other cases, but not Moosewala cases. So
right,
today they have released the list. There is Sandeep Singh alias Kekada, Manpreet Singh alias Manna. He was the first one to be arrested. Manpreet Pau of Taipei, Saraj Mintu, Sidhu alias Pabbi, Monu Dagar, Pawan Bishnoi and Naseeb. So these are the 8 persons,
right,
and their specific roles has not been disclosed, but mostly these guys were not the shooters. The
right,
police says that the 4 shooters have been identified, but police has not officially disclosed their identity. Those some shooters' photos are being circulated on the social media, but there is no confirmation by the police. So these 8 persons have been basically charged with doing the recce. One of these persons, Kekada, was the guy who took selfies with Moosewala a day before he was killed, and he actually mixed with the locals,
right,
and became showed that he was their fan. And it is said that next day he was the shooters actually stopped Moosewala for taking a selfie,
right,
and he also stopped his car, and at that time he was attacked. So these guys are for recce and for logistics both. Someone has provided cars, other person. It's not yet said that any of these have provided weapons.
So in a sense, Jabir, would it be little exaggerated to say, or we are to the point when we say that the security 9 days later, we really don't know who these shooters are, or whether they've been arrested, or police is almost zeroed in on that. Doesn't it reflect sort of a poor intelligence gathering that 9 days later we still don't have a clue on these exact shooters? I mean, these are people who provided the logistics. They must have investigated them as well, but we still don't have a clear fix on the identity of these four people. What are the police saying about it?
Yeah, but intelligence is a big failure in this section. In fact, Punjab police has not been able to prevent any incident, whether it was the RPG attack on intelligence or other murders or all these gang wars. And yeah, it is very sad. 9 days have passed, and it seems that police now is in a hurry because Bhog ceremony of the Sidhu Moosewala is in 2 days. And so government would like to crack the case before that, so at least they can go to the Bhog ceremony. Otherwise, AAP leaders are going to get a lot of flack from on that day. Intelligence failure is yes, and investigation is also, it doesn't seem that police is on the top of this situation. So there have been a lot of theories and a lot of this, and we heard that even the anti-gangster task force is not completely on the job. The special investigation team was also reorganized. And it seems that there are lack of experienced officers on the ground. And there could be another reason also, which is political, that maybe if you see that Delhi police was the first to investigate, question Lawrence Bishnoi, whereas they had no locus standi. Then Haryana police has arrested most of the persons. And you see there at both places there is, opposition political parties in power. So, there could be political reasons for this also.
And also, the Delhi police has been questioning Lawrence Bishnoi for quite some time now. Are they sharing their inputs with the counterparts in Punjab, or it's just a solo investigation by the Delhi police so far?
Well, it doesn't seem that there is a good, well-oiled communication network between the two police at this time. Maybe at some personal level of officers it is going on, mainly because police is, talking a lot through media. And Lawrence Bishnoi has already confessed there were reports, but Punjab police officials say that Lawrence Bishnoi is known to take credits for crime he didn't commit, to be in the limelight. And however, his brother is also being named now, Anmol. He was in Maharashtra or MP. He's in one of the jails there, and his nephew Sachin. His name is doing the rounds. Their police is now conducting raids practically all over the country in search of the shooters.
Thank you, Jipender. Thank you so much. So that there were the insights in the investigation into the Sidhu Moosewala killing. So far, 9 days later, we still don't have an official fix on who these shooters were, or whether the police was close to cracking this case, though some arrests have been made. As you mentioned, 8 of them in the last few days have been arrested, but these are primarily those who were involved with providing logistics. We'll keep on providing you all the latest updates on the investigation into the Sidhu Moosewala story, and also the political ramifications of this case, as we know that the by-elections to Sangrur parliamentary constituencies are going to happen very soon, going to take place very soon. So there are a lot of political implications also involved with this particular case. You can log on to our website tribuneindia.com, and also follow us on our other social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.